Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. Suns get the ball to start this one. To Durant. The screen sets him up for two.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
No, the Suns come up with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Durant with the basketball up top. 2-point advantage. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Ricky Rubio, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Durant across the timeline. They lead it, 4-point game. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound belongs to Phoenix. Durant with the basketball up top. His team up by 7. Booker to Durant. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Kevin Durant, 3 for 4. Good start.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Embiid, good for 2.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ricky Rubio, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Misses the second as well. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Sixers have the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc, and Booker with the rebound. Probing the defense. Durant across the timeline. The lead stands at 9. Has a look. Just not going down. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. And count the basket inside.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Runner's good there.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
To Tobias Harris for 3. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Durant to Rubio. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Ball with it up top. Now down 6. Short jumper off the mark. Here's Rubio up top. Looking to make something happen. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Philadelphia with the basketball. 4-3. And it's Booker who grabs the rebound. Durant with the basketball up top. His team on top by 8. Here comes the screen. Durant to Booker. Has a chance. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Durant lets it fly. Deep 2 there, won't go. Smith now into the front court. Down 8 to Embiid. Count the bucket for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Suns control the possession. Surveys the floor. Count it.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Spins and scores.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Rubio into the front court. Up by 6. Joel Embiid knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh leg.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Subbing in for Phoenix, number 11, Ricky Rubio.
Got it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Phoenix has the ball. Durant. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Pulls up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Durant with a shot that misses. To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Just under a...
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Durant. Rebound taken by the Sixers. To Ball. And throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Joel Embiid tips it. 4th this contest. First quarter in the books. The 76ers have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Phoenix with it. Al Horford. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
There it is, Al Horford. 3 for 3 in this first half.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Durant. To Porter. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Allen. Fires the 3. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. It's Suns ball. Grayson Allen to Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Porter. Wide open look, won't go. Deep left corner, trying to cash in, and he knocks it down, Jay.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Number 2.
Joseph with it, down a dozen. Count the basket at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Sixers control it. Joseph with it. They find themselves down 10. Easy path to the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Joseph with it, trailing by 10. No good, and no foul. To Allen, from long range, smothering D. Porter, to Durant. Rebound cleared by Philly. To Allen. Joel Embiid. Can't connect. It's no good. Porter. And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Section 121, and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Suns with the basketball. Booker to Porter. Probing the defense. Now a steal by Philly.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Porter. Rebound Horford. Porter. Deep right corner. Gets a look. Can't hit. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Good look that time, but off the mark.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Nice pass to set things up.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Phoenix.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Ball. Lets it fly from long range. Not getting the bounce. Here's Rubio up top. Down 4. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Al Horford sends it away. It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Booker with it. Down 6. Durant to Porter. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
And this will be out of bounds, off of Embiid. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for substitutions, Philadelphia.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Look out, Devin Booker. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
It's Phoenix ball to Durant. Lays it up and in.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Embiid. And the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Allen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
To Durant. And the finish. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Sixers have the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Joseph with it. His guys down.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Smith. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Durant across the timeline. The deficit now up to a dozen. Jonah Bolden able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Suns control the possession. Stuffs it down with authority.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Joel Embiid with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Booker to Durant. To Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Here's Durant for 2. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Joseph with it. His guys trail by 10. To Porter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Porter. Booker. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Cashes in for two.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
A big finish at the rim.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. A couple of cracks at the line.
The act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Tobias Harris. Goes to the right side for three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Durant to Booker. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. To Durant. And 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To J.R. Smith. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Whoa, what a finish.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Phoenix has the ball. Joel Embiid rejects it. 8 now.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Lock up. There you go.
To Tobias Harris. 4-3. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players found that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Durant to Porter. Embiid with the board. The pass set it all up.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
2 minutes remaining.
From the painted area, won't go down. Porter to Durant. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. To Brunson. Beyond the arc for three. Can't get the bounce. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Has a chance. Count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Brunson. To Embiid. And count the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
The drive right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark.
Just the thought of coming into the lane amongst the trees, that shot was altered before he even took it.
Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And a great start for the 76ers. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you can do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
To Embiid. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Sixers control it. Brunson to Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rubio into the front court. His guys down big. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
I got ball. That's me.
To Allen. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Tyler Johnson. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Grayson Allen. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Devin Booker. Cleared out by Embiid.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Durant.
Gotta shoot that.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Devin Booker has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line.
Stepping in for the Suns, number 22.
From long range. Off the mark.
He working for us.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. Not done yet. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Hey, match up.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Ricky Rubio at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. And he makes them both.
Hey, good shot.
To J.R. Smith. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Sixers with the rebound. Shot won't go. To Booker. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night. Durant and strokes it.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Gets it in the left corner. Oh, Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Phoenix with it. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's 12 now.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
He gets it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Ball. Fires the 3. Not that time. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Lonzo Ball, guarded by Devin Booker. Durant gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
It's good.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Double, double, double. Shot, 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 shot.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense.
Clear out.
To Booker.
Double, 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 double.
Layup goes down. Well done.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Driving right to the basket. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, with JR, it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Baseline drive. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Team foul number 4, Philadelphia 7.
Kevin Durant. Couple of free throws on the way. At the line, he's shooting 87%. Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
I got you. I got you. Double team, double team.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Nothing going here on that drive. Into the front court, it's Booker. Looking to make something happen. To Ball. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Ball. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Hey, switch, I got.
Great pass to set it up. Durant had made his first couple, but he misses there. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Booker. Down low Durant. Booker. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. To Ball. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. The feed stolen away. 4-3. It's good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Rubio to Booker. To Durant. Beyond the arc for three. Horford with the rebound. Lobs it up. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Booker to Rubio.
Got him. Good trap, good trap. Shot.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Shot from the lane won't go. Embiid to J.R. Smith. Fires the three. Missed it. Rubio. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his fourth block of the evening.
Trying to cash in. A shot no good there for Booker.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
It's Suns ball. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's a chance from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Deep two there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Booker. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Ball into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Subbing in for the Phoenix Suns, number 54.
Defense, let's go.
Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
My ball.
Here comes the screen.
Left.
Has a look. Shot by Rubio, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To J.R. Smith from long range. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
Booker to Rubio. The drive, right to the basket. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. To the rim, lays it up and in. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew,